Alright guys, welcome back to another 2020 review. Today we're doing the Ottawa Senators. First off, I want to apologize for a ton of videos just not going up about the 2020 reviews. I promised I would get all 7 of those done by the end of the month. That might kind of work out, but it depends on when I make the next one. I'm going to try and make these 2020 reviews once a week, so next week will be San Jose, the week after that will be the Rangers, all that good stuff. We're going in order of who got knocked out and who missed the playoffs. But that's the future now. Let's focus on the Ottawa Senators and how they missed the 2020 Stanley Cup playoffs. Ottawa has been going through some problems for the past 3 years. They've been going through a lot of things. They traded their best players last season, a lot of their best players last season. And heading into this season, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I think this year, this badness has to end for the Senators. And I forgot to turn off my phone. So I forgot to turn off my I gotta turn off my ringer for my phone before I forget. But anyways, so with that happening, I think that with all the stuff with Melnick going on, I think they should just fire him. I think that Pierre Dorion has done a very good job of keeping this team and GMing this team right, because I think next season they're going to be a heck of a lot better. Ottawa finished this season with 71 games played, 25 goals, 25 wins, 34 losses, and 12 overtimes. It was a much better season than last time. I'm going to say that right now. There was 19 goals scored. There was 243 goals against. They were 30th in the NHL. At least they weren't last, is all I'm going to say. I think that this is the last year of hatred for the Senators. And you look at their top 3 players. I think that this team has a very bright future ahead of them. So Brady Tkachuk leads the team with 21 goals, 23 assists for 44 points. With a team that's only won 25 games this season, that's not that bad statistics. Connor Brown's the next one with 16 goals, 27 assists for 43 points. The next was Anthony Duclair with 23 goals, 17 assists for 40 points. Playing very well for this team. I think Duclair has really found his place. He's been bouncing around the league a lot with New York, Arizona, all those other places that he went to. I think that Columbus also. I think that he's really found his place in Ottawa, and I think he's here to stay. A lot of people are talking about Marcus Hogberg. I think that Marcus Hogberg, you guys should be very hyped about Marcus Hogberg if you are an Ottawa Senators fan, 100%. I think that, yes, he's 5-8, but with how this guy's been playing, I think that you should not be disappointed with this guy. Craig Anderson was the other goaltender. He was 11-17, likely retiring. I think this was his last season. He hasn't officially announced he's retiring yet, but I think he's more than likely going to soon. I'm gonna just say that he's more than likely gonna retire because he has been playing for so long and he's kind of on the downside of his career, and I think that this is the end. This is the end of the road for him in at least Ottawa. So, but yeah, I think that Anderson's gone. I think it's gonna be a Marcus Hogberg, Anders Nilsson goaltending pair for this season for 2021. So expect that, but. Now let's get into the hype stuff. There's a lot of people you can be hyped for the Ottawa Senators. A lot of future you can be hyped for. There's just 3. There's the current players you have right now. Brady Tkachuk, Connor Brown, and Anthony Duclair. You have Mark Borowiecki. If they can keep Mark Borowiecki, I think that Ottawa will be a very dangerous team. I think that'll improve their team a lot. You also have that one defenseman, Eric Brandstrom. He's been playing pretty well too, so I expect him to come up to this defensive team with the Ottawa Senators and play pretty well. There's also, of course, the biggest one out of all of them, James Norris, who put up 75 points in the AHL this season. I'm surprised he didn't play any games in the NHL. So I think another person you'd be very hyped for is James Norris. Then they have the 3rd and 5th overall pick of the draft. So they can either get Stützle, I think Byfield's going number 2, or they can get Rossi, they can get Perfetti, they can get whoever Detroit picks at 4th. Really depends on that, but they still can get 2 really good players to their lineup. No matter what they get out of all the players that they have to choose, they're gonna get 2 really good additions to their lineup. And then, not to mention, they also have the 21st overall pick. I want to mention that as well, so maybe they can select someone there. Are they better? Is the real question. I think they will be better. I don't think they're making the playoffs, but they're done being in the bottom. They're done being in the bottom 7. I think that, and if we're not done being the bottom 7, we're the first out of the bottom 7. We're around 23rd place. So I think that Ottawa gets much better next season. I think that you're going to start seeing an uprise in Ottawa's wins and loss ratio. I think that you have a lot of players to be really hyped about in Ottawa. So yeah, that is the 2020 review for the Ottawa Senators. Let me know if I missed anything. There's been a lot of drama with Eugene Melnyk, all that stuff going down. He hired that one guy as a CEO, and then he fired him less than a month later. So less than 2 months later. I'm sorry. I was really mad about that. I was like, why? Makes no sense. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, more check out the 400 subscribers by the end of the year. As always, thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.